I need to fill up the tires of my car, so we're gonna see if this compressor is the one to rule them all. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. My hair is a little out of control, but I was driving in my car, driving so fast, felt like I was drunk. But I noticed that my tire pressure monitoring system lights were on pretty much for almost all the tires, and that's just because over time they leak a little air. And so I picked this up. It's the Black & Decker lithium 20-volt compressor. Now you might say, Pete, there are a lot of little air compressors that you can buy, but I picked up this one because it actually runs on those Black & Decker hand tool batteries. And so I thought that would be superior than having proprietary cords, proprietary batteries. This, I would have all the batteries for the Black & Decker family. I already have the batteries. They're usually charged up and ready to go. And obviously it looks like the boss when it comes to air compressors. So let's unbox it and check it out. All right, unbox this thing. It's no joke. So it's quite a bit bigger than a lot of the standard compressors that you would buy. But let's start on the back here, because we have some places for needles and nozzles. These are for inflatables. These are for sports equipment. It looks like this is where the battery will slide in. That standard Black & Decker portable battery. Looks like we have a power cable right here. It's not very long, probably about 15 inches or so, but plug that into a regular outlet, which I do like. And then here we have the hoses, so if you are inflating those inflatables, you won't have that as a problem. Down here on the bottom, what you can see is the base is actually an area to wind this giant cord. So we do have a 12-volt plug here. So if you're using this with your car, and a lot of these air compressors just run off the car, that's pretty cool. So this could definitely be a trunk buddy, and you can use it on the road. Nice handle up here. This is actually like a rubberized material. This is all hard plastic, but I like the fact that this is big and it's soft. It feels pretty comfortable. Spin around here. Oh, I should show you on the top of the hose here, we have a little nozzle that can go on there. So you definitely have kind of wedge into a small opening. And then on the front, we have the compressor hose wrapped around the faceplate here. So if I pull that out, what we get here is a pretty big hose. It's actually pretty tight in there. And I would say that that is probably about 28 inches, 2 feet-ish. So that should reach just fine. The little lever there to clamp down on the valve stem. This is where the hose from the back will plug in there. You can see the two little posts, so it'll kind of slide on and then twist on. And then right here we have the control panel itself. So you can increase the pressure here, so hopefully we'll do automatic stop off. You have two switches here, on, down, or up, and you can see here a little icon. So up would be for kind of high pressure tires and low pressure inflatables. So over here we also have AC/DC, not shook me all night long, but we are going to work this off of the battery, direct current. But if you're going to plug it into the wall, you want to be on DC. So if you're going to use it off of the cordless battery or the 12-volt charger for the car, which I am going to do here, then you want it on there. So let's go ahead, see if we can pump up the tires and satisfy my onboard computer. All right, so this is an aftermarket one, but this is that standard Black & Decker battery, and it should just slide right in here, hopefully. Nice, and then you can release it like that, but now it's in there. All right, so I've got it attached to my tire here, and the way this works now is it's telling me 27 psi right there, which is actually pretty low. But what I want to do here is go ahead and set the pressure. So I'm going to go up here to 35 psi, hypermile it, get a little better fuel efficiency. And now if I go over here, I can hit this switch up higher, and it should start pumping. It looks like it does. Look at the tire, it's getting bigger. All right, I wouldn't be able to see that, but it's actually going pretty fast, which is awesome. So let's see if it shuts off at 35 psi. All right, it actually shut off by itself here. It's actually reading 35.5, but it was kind of pumping. I thought it was not going to shut off. It actually went to 36.5 and then shut off, and now it's come back to 35, as you can see, kind of holding 35 and a half there. So even though it went past it, it actually does work. So that's pretty cool. All right, to get the rest of the tires fired up and see if the car onboard computer says A-OK. So this pump has been a champ. I've been using it a while. I will tell you that it is the best one that I have. First of all, it's got all the regular connectors that you need, hooking up to a Schrader valve, the inflatables, all of that is really cool. I love the fact that it's so compact. It's still a little bit large, maybe a little bit larger than some of those hand pumps, but it's still very compact for what it has. But the thing that I love the most about it is the fact that it hooks up to every power supply. Yes, your 12-volt lighter. So if you're trying to fill up a tire on the side of the road in your car, you can do that. Or if you want to run it off of AC power, plug it into an outlet. No problem. But the best thing about it, to me, is the fact that it runs on Black & Decker batteries. You probably have these batteries for your other tools. And for some of the other compressors that I have, invariably you're looking for the chargers, you're looking for the cords. Oftentimes those cords look like every other cord, so you don't know if it goes to a laptop or a different charger or a different battery, and it's really frustrating. But in this case, I don't have any of those issues because I can just grab any of the Black & Decker batteries for my handsaw or my tree trimmer or my cordless drill. So I always have these batteries on hand. I have them ready and fully charged, and it's just nice to know that if I do need the compressor, it is ready to rock. And it's also not that expensive. So instead of some of these other ones that are just smaller, they don't pump as fast, they don't send as much air, the cubic feet per minute that this one does, it is fast, it is quiet, it is versatile, and it's the last charger you need. If you want to pick it up, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.